we want to put Maryland on a new path. My priorities are jobs, struggling Maryland families, and restoring our economy. I want to get the government off our backs and out of our pockets so we can grow the private sector, put people back to work, and turn this economy around. Now, I told you that people thought I was crazy when I first got in this race. Now they're starting to think maybe we're onto something, right? Thanks to the hard work of all the folks here today and people just like you all across our state, the numbers have changed quite a bit. I don't know if you've been following it or not, but they're now talking about this race all over the country. Even some of the, most of you probably don't. Do you watch NBC? Well, Chuck Todd is talking about the fact that in a deep blue state, Lieutenant Governor Anthony Brown cannot put this guy Hogan away, and it's a toss-up race. We have Chris Matthews talking about it, saying it's a toss-up, could go either way.
Give me a chill on my leg.
We have the chairman of the Republican Governors Association came into town and he said he doesn't go to states unless they believe they can win. He said to me, you know what, Maryland was not in our budget. Maryland was not on our radar screen. We were kind of in the no way in hell list. Maryland, that's never going to happen. But guess what? They now believe. Governor Christie and the RGA have told the national media, you need to be watching Maryland because that's where we think we're going to have the biggest upset victory in the entire country. I've traveled all across the state from one end to the other and talked with people from all walks of life, and I can tell you that the average Marylander is really frustrated, and they feel a huge disconnect between Annapolis and the rest of Maryland. And it really doesn't matter what their party affiliation is. You know, we talk every day, I talk to Democrats who say I'm a lifelong Democrat, but we're voting for you.
Amen.
I talk to people who say, I've never voted for a Republican in my life, but we just can't keep going on the same way. We can't keep moving Maryland backwards. They're ready for a change. So folks, we've got 9 days left in this race, and I can promise you that we're going to put every single ounce of energy we can into this race. I've been working 15 to 18 hours a day, 7 days a week since January. We're not going to quit now with 9 days left. Nobody's going to question whether we left it all out on the field or not. I promise you, we're going to do everything we can to help save this state, but I cannot do it without the people here today. I need each and every one of you to do everything you can over the next 9 days. You've got to talk to your friends and your family and your neighbors and the people you work with and get them out to the polls because it's a really, really close race. For the first time since November of 2002, we have poll numbers that now say this race is a dead heat tie. Latest polls came out a couple of days ago, and the race is 44-44.
All right.
So it really matters who shows up and votes. That's what it all comes down to. It comes down to turnout. And here's what I think, just from my observations around the state. Our voters, like all of you here today, they're pretty motivated to come out and vote, aren't they? Are you guys fired up and ready for a change of direction? Well, it's the people here today that really can make the difference. With all of you working hard, with all of us working together, on November 4th, we're going to send a loud and clear message to those politicians in Annapolis. And then together with your help, over the next 4 years, we're going to turn things around and we're going to change Maryland for the better. So thank you so much. God bless you all.